you applying to Penn Center USA's Emerging Voices Fellowship? Well, we'll be here every Friday to cover an important aspect of the application process to help you get to August 1st with fewer questions. We're often asked who the ideal Emerging Voices Fellow is, or what constitutes someone as emerging. On the application, it says that the Emerging Voices Fellowship is for writers who are isolated from the literary establishment. So, strictly speaking, this excludes writers who have been published with major publishing houses and presses, writers whose work has been featured in major literary publications, and writers who have an MA, MFA, or PhD in creative writing. With that said, who has been an Emerging Voices Fellow? Well, the kind of people who have been Emerging Voices Fellows is kind of a very broad category, and there isn't really one kind of person. We've had writers in their early 20s, as well as writers who are retired. We've had writers who had very little formal education in writing and workshops, as well as writers who've taken multiple classes through UCLA Extension and were working on the first draft of their novel. What's common among all the Emerging Voices Fellows of the past is that before this program, they didn't necessarily know the ins and outs of how to get a literary agent, or how submitting to journals works, or how to gather the community that most established writers depend on. They, for not a lack of trying or a lack of talent, didn't have access to the resources that most writers depend on. When in doubt, whether this applies to you or one of your friends that's applying for the program, just apply. The application in itself helps you kind of consider your goals as a writer, your current project, and what you see yourself doing with your writing. If you have any more questions, remember to look online, or check out our EV Facebook page, or just shoot us an email at ev@pennusa.org. Thanks.